just hold the belt, please.
Okay.
Man. Oh, he's a true champion. And
Yeah.
if you could just choke me one time. Just
I can't. They won't let me choke anybody.
Oh,
I get in trouble for it.
I-
It spins. I like it very much.
This is crazy. So first question. What I would love to say, like, do you and Undertaker, like, on camera or off camera, do y'all always have like battles before y'all go to the ring? Say, I'm gonna choke slam this person is the hardest. You like, or have little bets on who's gonna hurt whoever you fight in the worst.
No, we've never had one of those. We may do it now, though.
Oh, yeah.
They may make odds for it in Vegas, right? Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I'm telling you right now, every time you do this, and the fire comes up, and I'm playing a video game or something, it means so much to my life. Like, seriously, so I just love your contribution to wrestling. And,
Thanks, man. I
and
appreciate that.
Evil, it's crazy.
Thanks.
It's
Thanks. I
insane.
appreciate that.
Like, I really love it. So, like, just one more question. I'm sorry, because I'm very excited. But one more question. Like, in the wrestling world, like, what's some of the things that you actually learn to help you get further, to get the proper recognition? Because a lot of times, people come in and then they go so fast.
Right.
So what gave you the drive to have the longevity you have? Because that's not easy to do.
I think it's like in every other aspect of life. You have to be dependable. You know, you'd be surprised at how many people get an opportunity and then just blow it. So you have to be dependable. You have to work hard. You have to show up for work every day. You know, and you have to give your best all the time. That's just what I try to do.
Amazing.
Serious question. Do you have a favorite superhero? And if so, how would Kane destroy them?
My favorite superhero was Thor, right?
Wow.
And but
For
see,
real?
yeah, but it was Thor. It was back before he became like, you know, Thor all the time, when he was still Donald Blake, right? So back in the day, and this was a long time ago, but they had this series. Marvel had a series where all the superheroes were transported to a different world. And they just basically had sort of death matches in this different world, right? And one of the deals, remember that? One of the deals was, it wasn't Secret Wars. This was before Secret Wars. Yeah. I forget who was. Yeah, because they all got together in the Secret Wars. It was the Outsider was in the Secret Wars, right? Yeah, this was before that. So anyway, Thor is fighting the Hulk, right? And Thor is a better fighter than the Hulk is, even though the Hulk is, you know, physically more powerful. But he gets the hammer knocked away. And that was the deal. Like, he had to have the hammer within 60 seconds. He turned back to Donald Blake, right? Yeah, so they got this countdown going on, and Thor's trying to think of, you know, how am I going to get out of this? Because this guy's going to kill me. You know, if I turn back to Donald Blake, you know. So it was awesome because he like reached up and he broke the Hulk's neck. Right, and then he gets the hammer back, and then Hulk turned into Bruce Banner, and Thor's like, oh, you know, David Banner. I'm sorry, yeah. So it was that was like my all-time. So what Kane would catch the hammer, I think. There's another great one. Remember the Ragnarok series, where you had the big fire demon. And there was the deal, like Thor threw the hammer, and he like hit it and hit Thor in the head, and Thor went down. And he was going, "That guy's a badass, man." He just hit Thor with his own hammer. Yeah. What's that?
Pick up the hammer.
Yeah, and man, no one else in the universe could pick up the hammer, right? Yeah, except.
So if you could be on Fantasy or Gilligan's Island with what other hero, who would you go with?
Gilligan's Island with what was the guy's name who played Gilligan? It was Bob Denver who played Gilligan. I never knew he was a superhero. If any other superhero, I can't.
Girl, maybe?
Yeah, Storm. Ooh. Yeah.
And on an island, she'd be perfect.
Definitely.
Storm, yeah.
And then she got mad at she should bring.
She could do anything. I love it. Yay, Mother Nature.
It'd be really bad.
This is crazy.
Back to your wrestling career, which
Yeah, enough about comic books.
no. It's the same thing. We're all nerds and geeks here, but over the years, you've developed so much, and like I said, I'm a huge fan. So as you can see, I'm rocking the colors.
You are.
But I know not only Undertaker was close with him, but Paul Bearer, you were close with him as well.
Yeah.
What was that like? I personally want to know.
That really stunk, you know, because I sort of knew that Paul wasn't in good health, and then my wife got a call from his son, and so we went down to Mobile and everything, and you know, but that's hard, you know. Unfortunately, through the years, we've had to, you know, there's been a lot of good guys that have passed away before their time, but that was particularly hard because Paul helped me a lot when I was starting out as Kane. We traveled together for a few years, and he helped me a lot. And yeah, so it was hard.
We all know that you dealt with one hells of beating, like really. Like, what was the most that you say that was like the most excruciating?
Most excruciating beating I've ever had?
Yeah. There are some people that actually have taken a number of beatings.
What have you endured? Because you definitely did. So.
Yeah. The worst one I've ever gotten? Probably the worst thing that happened to me is I had a cage match with Triple H, and yeah, that was one where I actually got one of the scars on my head because the cage door got slammed into my head. X-Pac did that. And yeah. All right, thanks guys. I appreciate it.
Kane.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thanks, bye. Thanks.